and no financial advice. We're going to get into this little quick decode. Now, I finished yesterday. I said that there's a Simpsons episode that was aired on 5/8/2005, which can also be looked at being aired on 5/8/2025 in my eyes. So, anyway, we're going to get into this decode right here. Now, the episode that aired on 5/8 was called Doomsday. And I'm just going to show you a few things that I seen in the Simpsons episode. I'm going to go through it very quickly. Before I start doing that, you better start smashing the like button before I smash this end button. Smash the like button before I smash the end button on here. No decodes until we get the likes. All right. Anyways, I'll do this quickly. So this is part of the Simpsons episode, okay? This is called Doomsday. This is a 5/8 episode, okay? As you can see, this is the Rapture one. He crashes. And look at the store back there. Hardware. Crash. Hardware. Crash. Okay? In the same episode, we had these helicopters all falling inside of the river, blah, blah, blah. And you got helicopters. And you got a whale. All right? You got a whale out there. All right? There's your X's up in here. As you can see, some of the Rapture book, any day. Okay? That's a 6, 3 6s, 5 9. Now I was going to say 5 9 might be the fall day because 5 9 is 29 backwards. Biblical numbers 144. If you understand what I'm talking about. Now, this is another scene. As you can see, there's the proton symbol right there in front of the big blimp. Okay, look how huge this balloon is. There's the Duff beer on there. Okay, liquidity, beer, liquid. And there's your proton symbol there. Okay, as you can see, spotlight, the spotlight is on the proton symbol. There's the main stage, like a foundation. There's 16 people, no likes in here. I'll cut this shit right off real quick. I'm going to tell you right now. Guys don't be giving out no love and tips, then you better be smashing the like button. Matter of fact, I better see 10 likes in here before I even do anything more. How about that? I'm not doing this for my health. I already see all this stuff. I'm doing this for you guys. And I want to learn by these videos as well. So the only way I learn is by you liking it and other people commenting on it. So, 16 people, 4 likes, 5 likes. Get 5 more and we'll continue the video. How about that? Give me time to get my shit together. Right here in the video. Right here in the video. You don't even got to go far. Just look at the video, press the like button. Well, I'm going to put in the same energy as you guys. So, I don't mind. I got to roll anyway, so press the like button. All right, I like the number 8. All right, we'll continue. So I'm not doing this shit for my breath. All right. Anyway, here we go. I told you about Pac-Man, right? There shows proton. I told you about Pac-Man. And there's your dots. He's pointing to the dots, just like Pac-Man, okay? Just like Pac-Man. All right? As you can see, they're all in these are the people that are in the blimp, okay? The stars. These are all famous people. The stars. Funny like, who just went up, right? 7 stars. I'm sorry, the 6 females in the ship. Funny enough as well, too. Look at he's wearing an anchor hat. And then, here we go. We have a crash. There's a fire truck. Doomsday. Another crash. All right? I don't know about that, but we got a broken arm, it looks like, over here. But you know, the Phoenix has to crash and then rise from the ashes. That was the scene before, right before it crashed. Big hole in it. Just, all right? And there's your proton symbol. And that looks like a sun right there. And that kind of reminds me of Sora. That reminds me of Sora. Then, weirdly enough, they pulling some fucking body off the thing. Who knows if that? I don't know who that is, to be honest, but I just found it interesting that they roll it through. Now, in here as well, here you go. You got the desert, which looks like Arizona. You know, Arizona equals the Phoenix. Okay, is this gonna explode on May? I believe May is gonna be our month. May is May or May. It's either May or August. I feel like those are the two opposite. May or August are the two opposite months. Okay, here we have another orange balloon and a storm. So weirdly enough, the color orange does connect to August, but we'll see, because we know August, the Phoenix came into Hawaii and burnt that shit down, right? On 8/8/2023, if I believe it. 2023, 8/8. Then you got these guys over here, okay? Looking sad right before it, but they do show you this address right here, which could be May 7th. All right. Over here, they were looking at the sign, and they were all looking up at, it looks like Sora. Okay, funny enough, Sora, and there could be the M, if you see the M right behind Sora back there. Metal, proton has an infinity supply. Sora has an infinity supply. Okay, there's the cat again, proton pussy. I like it. I like what I see here. And then again, I told you this was a biblical event. Obviously, this is Doomsday, and they're showing you Jesus, right? What supply has 666? Does the metal have 666, weirdly enough? Right? There's your 5-9 again. You know, 5-9 is 2-9, and I've been talking about the 2-9, about the crashes, this, that, and the third with the planes and the helicopters, right? And there could be one today with the market. Let's see if that is true. Let's see if the market does something today or over the weekend. So I was talking about from here, right? From today, 13 days from today would be 5/8/9? If I'm correct, I think it's 5/8/9. I think it's May 8th, 5/8/9. Funny enough, here he is writing. He erases everything and then writes down 13. Okay. He's waiting for the rapture. It hits 3:15, and then he don't think that it's going to happen, and then all of a sudden he starts to take off. All right. 3:15 is also 36. 36 is your 666, which is your B system. Okay. And there you have it. There's your Saturn. Okay. There's your proton. Proton is Saturn. All right. And there he is. And where he's going, actually, because he leaves the floor and he's going upwards, there's the stars, there's Saturn. He goes to heaven. And where's heaven? Look at this. A fountain of water. There's the atoms, okay? This is why you've been seeing disco balls a lot. I'm not too sure if you have, but from what I see, and I'm sure you've been seeing disco balls pop up quite often all of a sudden. Okay? Here's the purple bed with the twin freaking atoms on the side right there. All right? This, I don't know what the hell that picture is. Kind of reminds me of the mud flood, Titanian type thing. All right? Funny enough, this reminds me of Donald Trump going up and down the escalator. They call him a guy. He believes that he is one. And funny enough, we all are one. If you didn't know, you all are a god. Okay? Gospel for Less, Christian's book. And I told you that proton was biblical, right? Look in the window. Christian bookstores, gospel. So they're talking about religion. Weirdly enough, look at that. There's stars. There's stars in the window, okay? What the hell does stars got to do with anything? And that right there kind of reminds me of like a little skyscraper tower, okay? Like a single financial tower. Funny enough. All right. Now, look at these signs here. This is Jesus in the background. Then we have that scene with these guys playing poker and one of those bearable guy riddles. There's Noah's Ark. Okay, flood system. Again, I just showed you the mud flood, and now in the next scene, they're showing you the water flood. All right, look at right here in the back. There's the water flood right there. Okay. Now, remember, I was telling you that there could be a possibility that Lucifer might be one of the most powerful angels out there. Okay. As a good angel, as we believe that he's a bad one, I'm just showing you the signs. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to show you the signs. In the next clip right here, you see I God, which means iPhone, okay, with the halo there, and he's listening to music. Okay, another reference of music, just like Beyonce halftime show 2013, showing you a reference of music. Just like the Blue Origin flight that just took off with Katy Perry and Gayle King and the rest of those crew members. On their patch, they showed you that Lucifer is king. Here they're showing you again that music is connected to God. And we know one of the angels was Lucifer. That was the main angel to music. So I found that pretty interesting as well, too. And that was just a little, oh, what's that little gem? I didn't even see that little gem. Ooh, what is that supposed to be? Somebody really wanted that red ruby in there. I just noticed that right now. Oh, shit, that bird looks like it's part of his face. And the tail looks like it's part of his mouth. I'm trying to just see what I see here. I didn't really go over here. There's a 3 over here. Angels. You got 4 doves. And we just finished watching, I think it, oh man, hope I got it correct. I don't know if it's Spaceman 2.0. I think it is. But I think it was. But he showed you some movie. Somebody was showing you a movie. And they were showing you the 4 balls. Just like he mentioned the 4 horses. Now I'm telling you about the 4 doves. Okay, the 4 doves. All right, as you can see, this is all Doomsday. Okay, this is all part of the same show. Well, take that picture over there. And now here he is. Now remember, I said that the orange, the color orange that we've been seeing, if you've been watching the news, they've been showing you oranges. Okay, I'm going to open up your mind right now, because when you watch TV or the news or any type of commercial, you're going to see them pointing to either color orange or the fruit orange. Okay, so now by me saying that, the color orange relates to the month of May. I'm sorry, the month of August. And he's over here standing by a lion. And I know the month of August carries the sign of Leo. Okay, so Leo. Okay, now I don't know if this was meaning, maybe this could have meant the Hawaii thing. Okay, this could have meant the Hawaii thing, like the end is near, you know, Leo season maybe, because there's the lion there. You gotta understand that he's saying these particular things, the front of things, they all are one big connection. And look at, there's a fucking guy right here. Look at, there's the 6. I've been telling you about the 6s, the 9 completion, the 6 for whatever, all these 6s are coming about, right? The 6 people in the plane and 6 people on the bridge that fell down and 6 people dying everywhere. The chopper that fell down with the CEO with his family, right? 5 family members, and one of them was the chopper member, was 6 there. But weirdly enough, look at the purple. And look at where the purple is lying up. Look at, right up on that pillar, okay? Remember the bridge? Remember that bridge got hit by the pillar and it collapsed? So he says the end is near. This guy's chilling on the pillar. He's wearing freaking a purple shirt. Who knows how much is that connected to? We'll see. Oh, and this is what I was talking about here. Here's all the colors if you want to get a little glimpse of all the colors. March, emerald. And funny enough, you know, emerald always, when you look it up, they'll say emerald's connected to May. I think it's the birthstone or whatever. But these are just colors, not stones. These are just colors, plain colors that are connected to months. So, see, burnt red, funny enough, I told you about the phoenix and how if Hawaii, I'm telling you, man, burnt red and orange, those are the fucking phoenix colors. That's the same colors that Mountain Dew had on their freaking, I forgot what the flavor was called, something orange, fierce orange or something like that. Fierce orange, holy shit, I've been telling you about orange. Fierce orange, and it happened in the month of August. Here we go. Is that it? Oh, I think that might be it. I think that might be it for the decode. For the decode. Let me see. I'll read whatever you guys write over here. Oh, yes, the goat was chilling in the beginning. Yep. Good morning, Bully. Yep, from the whales. Much love, right back. Yeah, try to make him as interesting as possible. Glad you're liking the content. Patel. Yep. Top, hit the 3 dots. Lunar Classic would be huge again. I keep seeing moon symbols everywhere. Oh, funny you say moon symbols everywhere. Matter of fact, I still got a little bit more to show you. I'm just going to read these comments real quick. Tokyo Rose also equals, yep, EOS. That's Moe's also. That's funny that you say that because that's Moe's Tavern right there. So what they were showing you with the Tokyo Rose, that's actually Moe's. All right, and Moe's is MOES. There's your OES with the M for metal, Metallicus, whatever you want to see. XPR has been forked off EOS, which has regular clarity from SEC. They got fined $21 million. All right. Well, send me a few chips. I appreciate that. Black one behind EOS was fined $24 million by SEC in September 2019. All right. Let me see now. So we were talking about Moon. I was telling you about Katy Perry, right? And then I'm going to show you something over here. Okay, this is Katy Perry. This is one of her videos. You might not be able to see it that much, but look at the Atom sign right there. There's the ball Atom sign, if you can see it. She's wearing these big-ass boots here. But this is a slingshot, okay? Here's the wires here. There's the wires there. These guys are holding a slingshot and shot the slingshot right at this little atom ball, okay? And who knows if that's H-bar. There's some bars there. It could be H-bar. But I found that pretty interesting. So there, look at this. Here's Katy Perry. She has her hand there. She's about to pull down her pants. She does pull down her pants. Because look at the next one, she pulls down her pants, which is called a moon. And you have the infinity symbol as the moon. And what are the major tokens that this channel's in love with that has infinity supply? Sora, Proton, and Lone. How you doing, stinky booty? How you doing, stinky booty? Look at Katy Perry. The outline is the shape of a feather. What has a feather? The peacock, the phoenix. Now look at this. Here's Katy Perry right here. Who is she pointing to? Is she pointing to the 5'9", 5'9", right after 5'8", Huh? To be honest, this was 507.1, the first scene over here. So you can bring the one over here, make it 7, make it 5'8". We're gonna see. We're gonna see right now. What else over here she was showing you? Weirdly enough, there's the infinity sign here. She's drawing, and then she's drawing the damn horns. She's drawing the horns on here. The pit. Okay. Now, this is where it gets a little creative right here. And I was just looking up because somebody was saying, oh, Katy Perry's been talking about moon boots. I said, oh, moon boots, MB, right? Moon boots, metal blockchain. Metal blockchain, Metallicus. All right? I'll get to the comments in a minute. Just want to break this down really quick. Now, again, I was saying about maybe 5'9" being the freaking killer day, right? 5'8" might be a good day for crypto. 5'9" might be. If there's no crash today or over the weekend, then I expect a crash to happen on 5'9". 5'8", 5'9". Now here, they're talking about Katy Perry wearing these particular boots, okay? 560. To me, that's 5'9", okay? That's May 9th, all right? Funny enough, on the same bottom here, Katy Perry braces, right? The green moon boots. Green. You know what green means? It means going up, up, up. But check this out. When they wrote this on January 29th, right? 2222, right? We're talking about 555, right? Big Bang, 555. Now, January 29th is 129. And the 129th day of 2025, oh shit, 2025. Oh my God. Okay. 2020, and that 2 turns into a 5. So 2025, maybe the 129th day of 2025, you know what that is? That is May 9th. May 9th is the 129th day of 2025. Wow, I just noticed that. I just noticed that. Weirdly enough, they was showing a scene where Jeff Bezos was walking around and he collapses. Weirdly enough. Okay. This scene right here, they literally showed for like half a second. I don't know why, but they showed it for half a second. But the thing I did notice was the feather there. and there's some feathers there, right? Weirdly enough, I see emergency air supply. I don't know what that is about, but we shall see. We shall see. I'm just getting off the topic right over here. I've been trying to tell you that we are part of nature. We are the plant. This is why we get called family trees and branches and, you know, all these other things that are connected to trees. Now here I'm taking pictures of the Blue Origin crew members, and I have no idea what I guess the scene was shifting, but doesn't that shit look like bark? Rings in the bark? Right? Look at that. It looks like knots in wood. Oh, you can't really see it there. You really can't tell. There you can kind of tell. Knots in wood. I just thought that was pretty interesting. Now here again, there's Gale, the king. Okay, I can't really see it in this, but you'll see the purple. There's purple lighting here. There's a little purple in here with the reddish. And there's that rooster again. I don't know what's up with that rooster, but there's a connection to the rooster. Okay. That fight with Jake Paul, he's the rooster. There was something else with the rooster. American Pickers, that TV show I showed you with the atom sign, and it said the Standard. Their symbol on their company is the rooster. Here, look at her seat. It's called Feather too. She was saying whatever. That could be 5. Remember, that could be 5. Look how that 2 is written down. All right. If I flip it, it would look like a 5. I'm not going to flip it. And look at on the bottom over here, 3, 6. 3 6s, okay? 6, 6, 6. Weirdly enough, you're talking about flying out, but yet you guys have water bottles, and 2 of them, twins, liquidity, 2 water bottles, okay? Here it is with the daisy raising up in the sky. Going up to the sky. I thought this was another thing, because now they were trying to say, after they showed that Katy Perry was kind of like overplaying the whole, you know, fake trip, supposedly. I don't know if it was, but now they're saying that, you know, she's getting beat up and she's getting kind of like chewed up and shit, overreacting or whatever. But that word collapsed there. Look at this big ass word, collapse. Everything is small, but collapses in fucking capital letters, okay? I just showed you Jeff Bezos collapsing, okay? I don't know what's going to happen, but I do see a lot of collapses in the views. And here they were talking about Oprah and how Oprah was crying when she's seeing the king over here, and she was using welled up. And I just found it funny because there's been stories about wells going dry lately, So she was saying welled up, funny enough. And there goes that number 100 again. And as you can see, that's her again. She is wearing the proton symbol right on her neck right here. She is wearing, the king is wearing the proton symbol right there. There's your proton bola right there. If you can't see it, that is the atom sign. Okay, every time a flight. We're taking flight. Proton's about to take flight. All right. And I was just getting back into here. How funny, I've been telling you about all these connections, that all these planes are crashing only into rivers, no ponds, hardly any oceans. The only water base they're falling into are rivers. And funny enough, I just came through here, the Indus Water Treaty, and over here says may restrict. So we're talking about May. And then look at, they're talking about this river here, Eastern River, the Western rivers, okay? River. Talking about this and that, because the river is the bridge. Understand that the river is the bridge. And then we're going to go back to Stella Wallet, because in the Stella Wallet we had the Indus thing that we were banking up on. So found that pretty interesting as well too. Dun 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 dun. All right, let me read some of these comments in here and I'll get back to you guys. Netflix Black Mirror Season 7 episode Costa into Infinity talks about all of this in codes. The truth is hidden in plain sight. So they said Black Mirror Season 7. All right, let me see. I'll take a screenshot and get back to this. Velux, I'll take a screenshot and I will get back to all of this stuff. All-in-one DEX Alcor is a Lego of decentralized finance built on multi-chain and a provider of solutions in one tap. Is connected to Metallicus, is the Burning Rainbow Bridge. All right, Lux is hitting you with some knowledge here in the North The Norse mythology. Bifrost, also called Byrost, and often, yes, in knowledge of the Bifrost is a burning rainbow bridge that reaches between Midgard and Asgard, the realm of the gods. Bifrost, huh? That's a place where you are able to stake your flare, I believe. Or Songbird, one of them. May is going to be a huge month for crypto. I believe so, man. I believe so. I'm really locked into 5.8 and 5.9. But you know, there's so many dates flown around. Mother's Day is another date. Mother's Day is another date. Because you know what Mother's Day falls on this year? 5/11. When did Trump get elected? On 5/11. Mother's Day. What's the opposite of Mother's Day? Or mother, I should say. What's the opposite of mother? Father. What's short for father? Pop. What is pop connected to? Proton. Yeah, it could be any of them. Syria, Iraq, any of these. Anyway, that was just a quick little video right there. That's it. I'm out. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. You guys got to do better. Honestly, I'm just going to be done with these videos because I'm not going to put out my energy out here and don't get no likes. At least send a like. You can sit there for half an hour, hours, and listening to me bullshit, right? But you can't press the like button. Obviously, then you're showing me that you don't like the content. If you don't like the content, then why am I going to put it out for you? That's the way I see it. So, if nobody's liking it, I might as well just save my energy. I tell you, I can do much. I could be doing a lot more things with my time. I'm just trying to educate you and put you guys on. Oh, Mother Day in the UK already. All right. Well, I'm saying over here because America is looking like they want to be the big showstoppers over here for crypto, right? They want to be the biggest hub. So I'm fucking with Mother's Day over here. Especially Mother's Day over here connects to Trump's day when he got elected. So I appreciate that. We'll see, baby. XPR is going to be hitting some type of numbers, historical numbers. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for liking, watching, and subscribing. And please, I hope you do like a little bit more of my channels and my videos. Okay, let's get this out there, because the more we get this out there, the more people catch on, and the more people add on their knowledge, and then their knowledge gets added on, because then somebody be like, oh shit, I seen something like that, and look at somebody in Poland or somebody in, you know, Russia also seeing that. So there's got to be some type of connection. This is where we start, you know, unifying and networking together, just by sharing, just by pressing the like button. Very simple. The more you press the like button, the more this video goes out to people, and the more people see it, the more people add in their knowledge, and the more we learn. That's all that is. All right? So if you can't afford to send some love, then just show some love by pressing the like button. And on that note, I'm out, skis. Well, the YouTube videos are the lives. These lives are from YouTube, so there'll be no more videos completely. If I feel like I'm wasting my time on here, then believe me, I'm not going to continue to waste my time on here. That's for sure. All right? All right, peeps. Love you guys. I'm out of here. I am in New York City.